This is a guided meditation where we'll find ourselves stranded in a desert. While walking along this desert, we will find ourselves encountering a camel, which will give us a ride to this massive garden in the middle of an old ancient city. And it is in this garden we will receive a blessing, receive a taste of what fulfillment feels like at the end of this long, arduous journey that we call life. So if you're really down and things are feeling tough for you, this is a good meditation for you to really join in on. So I recommend that you find a comfortable place to sit or lie down as we prepare to go into this journey. So just go ahead and just relax. Just focus on your breath as you just lay there, allowing your body to just melt into the floor. Like a piece of butter melting on a hot day, just relaxing, letting go of all tension in your body. And as you breathe, go ahead and imagine roots growing out of your root chakra, the base of your spine, down into the earth, growing out in many different directions, through the dirt and the soil, seeking out sources of energy such as crystals or water or other forms of rock, whatever you feel drawn to. And then with your every breath, drawing that energy from those sources up those roots, all the way up to the base of your spine, following your spine up to your heart center in the center of your spine. With every breath, you're drawing this energy up to your heart. And allow yourself to feel that connection with earth in your heart. Allow yourself to smile or curl your lips as you feel that connection. Drawing that energy in with every breath and then sending it back down to earth with your exhale. Now I want you to imagine a beam of light shooting through the stars across the galaxy, coming down upon Earth and landing on your head. And as you breathe in, you draw this energy from your crown chakra, top of your head, down your spine, down to your heart center, the center of your chest. So with breath, every breath, you're breathing in energy from source, from the stars, and from the earth, grounding yourself in. And using this energy collision to ignite and create a shield of protection around you of rainbow light. Protect you from anything that want to attach or come in, steal energy during this journey. Next, I want you to call in your higher self, asking them to stand with you and bring with them other beings of light and love. Asking these beings to stand around you, protect you on this journey. Now I want you to focus on your heart chakra, allowing light to expand and glow in the form of a beam in front of you, projecting out and then creating a portal with this energy for you to step through. Watching that energy expand so it's large enough for you to enter in. When you're ready, go ahead and step on through that portal. Once on the other side, you'll look around. Notice sand for miles. Dunes. Mounds and mounds of dunes. You can feel the sun sweltering as it shines down upon you. Not one sun, but 3 suns in the sky. And the sand itself seems to be a little bit more red than the sand you're used to seeing back on Earth. With no idea where you are and no clue in which direction to go, you just put the sun to your back, the suns to your back, and start walking, trudging through that sand. You can feel your body start to get tired of just walking through sand. Mind maybe getting a little bored of the same thing over and over. And then suddenly you see something off in the distance, something rising, something that looks a little more solid. Looks like a mountain, a small peak of a mountain rising on the horizon, rising rather quickly. In fact, as you stand staring at this mountain, you realize that it's actually getting bigger on its own. It's coming towards you. As it gets closer, you realize it's not a mountain. It's actually a camel approaching you. Going really, really fast. It almost runs you over. But suddenly it stops right in front of you. Sits down low enough to be able to look you in the eye straight on. Smiles at you. And then kicks its head back as if inviting you to get on. So you hop on the back of this camel. Allow him to take you wherever the camel is going. The speed is so great that the camel going that it actually creates this wind current around you of cool air, cooling you off from all the heat that you experienced earlier. You experience this new rush of energy and adrenaline in your body as you move at unimaginable speeds. Honestly, you might be a little convinced that you're going to break the sound barrier with how fast this camel is moving. And eventually it approaches what appears to be city walls made of red stones. And as you get closer to the city seems to span for several miles in either direction, to the right and the left. And you start approaching a doorway in the wall, a massive doorway. But you don't see any life at all on the wall tops or around. And as you get in closer to the city, the camel starts to slow down and walks inside with you. On the inside, while there is no sign of life of other humanoid beings, there seems to be life of another kind. It seems to be a massive garden on the inside, with a fountain of gushing water in the middle, fruit trees growing all along the streets. Vines growing in old abandoned houses and other buildings. Covered in flowers and fruit. All the trees seem to be producing fruit that is ripe and edible for the taking. So first, you run up to the fountain, and you don't just take a drink, you just dive right in. Just to feel your entire body from just all the burns and all the wear and tear from just traveling through the desert. The water is cold. At least cold compared to the heat you've been experiencing. Its cold temperature is comfortable, tolerable, feels amazing to your skin. And as you swim, you just allow your mouth to just be open and just swallow the water as you swim at the same time, where your thirst is immense. After a thorough swim, refreshing swim, you climb out of the fountain and run over to the trees or the vines, just seeking out food that you find enticing, fruit that you find enticing, and start eating. After all this craziness, you finally settle down. You realize the camel has just been sitting there meditating the whole time while you've been running around like a crazy person, just trying to survive after your desert experience. You can't help but notice that first, the camel is meditating. Never seen a camel meditate. It's a little amusing. But then on the shoulder of the camel appears to be this, at first looks like a butterfly, but on closer inspection you realize it's a fairy. And the fairy as well is meditating with the camel. And you walk over to the camel, thank the camel for bringing you here. But the camel seems unmoved. The fairy opens its eyes and smiles, gets up and bows for you. Welcome. I knew you were coming, so I made this place just for you. I created this entire ravishing garden just for you. I know things have been hard on your journey to get here, but you're finally here, and you finally get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Life is not always easy. Everything seems to just be empty, the same, and maybe boring. But all the hard work you put in has something fulfilling to gain in the end. So don't fret when things don't seem like they're making any sense. Don't fret when things just aren't going well. There is something to be gained. There is some lesson to be learned in all of this experience that you're experiencing right now. It's all worth it. Don't give up. Practice patience. And then when you're done, you can feast, you can celebrate. So with that, let's dance. So all of a sudden, the camel pulls out a small guitar, and a bunch of fairies come out of hiding, playing small musical instruments themselves. And just the whole place just bounds with music. It just starts to just be live with music everywhere. And you're standing there in shock at first. And you realize you're starting to that you're starting to just dance. Just dance. You're just on autopilot. And you begin to dance with the fairies. Spinning around, rejoicing for this entire experience. It's so fulfilling. It's so fun. You're so glad that you made it here. After partying for, it seems like hours, eventually the suns go down and night falls. And you find yourself sitting around a fire with the camel and some of the fairies, just chatting away as things begin to wind down. Then the camel gets up, presents to you a giant crystal. Seems to be pristinely cut. No imperfections. Just glistening and shining and glowing. And the camel hands this to you and asks, "What do you see? What do you see in this crystal? What kind of meaning does this hold for you?" And so you just take some time looking at it, pondering, staring into the candle as the fire is just reflecting through it. You can see the flame flicker as you hold the massive crystal in your hands. Know in your heart that this crystal the meaning of this crystal signifies everything you've been through in the past year. All of that culminated into this one moment, into this one thing. And that no matter what that looked like, it all holds value. It all is beautiful when you look back upon it. There was no imperfection on the journey of the last year. It was all necessary in order to be shaped and colored as this crystal you're holding appears to be. So now it's time to really accept and acknowledge all of that. And so you take this crystal, place one hand on the top and one hand on the bottom, and you focus your energy to your hands. allowing yourself to absorb and feel the energy of the crystal as you hold on to it. Slowly, as you do this, the energy is absorbed into your body, and you see your skin start to harden and change color to seem that of the crystal, as if you're merging with the energy of this crystal, and you and it are becoming one. Your DNA is reconstructing to match that of the crystal. Is now part of you, is now part of your essence, is part of your nature, is part of your personality, is part of who you are. It's part of you. There's no denying that. There's no forgetting that. Eventually, when you're done absorbing the energy of the crystal, you open your eyes and notice that it's gone. You notice that your skin has turned back to normal. And you notice that you feel a little lighter, a little happier, maybe a little more emotional than you expected to experience about this, feel about this. That's okay. It's all right to feel Suddenly you begin to feel a little tired after this experience. You eventually allow yourself to just lay down next to the fire and drift off to sleep. And when you wake up, you find yourself in the middle of the desert once again, lying there next to the portal that brought you here. Without knowing whether or not this experience was a dream or real, you slowly get up and step back through that portal. On the other side, allow yourself to just draw all your energy back into you, making sure that nothing was left behind. When you're ready, you close that portal behind you. Next, you allow your spirit to step back inside to your physical body. Slowly merging once again, allowing your consciousness to feel the connection between your brain and the nerves, muscles, and bones of your physical shape. To test this out, you may wiggle your fingers or your toes to feel that connection once again. Allowing your consciousness to feel where you're lying or sitting down. Slowly coming back. And eventually opening your eyes.